It is Mocha Hours. Hello, Sunny. Okay, all right, the usual intro. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the February 21st, 2022 episode of Strawbunny Slime Streams. I'm your host, Sound a tiny what? I'm your host, Strawbunny Slime, aka Mocha, and today we're going to be picking up where we left off with Oblivion. So, hello, mouse, cooperate please. Wake up. There we go. As per usual, before we officially get started with Oblivion, like before I actually boot the game up, I've got a story to tell you all. This one, I'm trying to keep these... Okay, so previously I just told stories of like how the universe was said to have started in Elder Scrolls lore, but since I actually have a better handle on how Oblivion's narrative progresses, I'm trying to keep these more to a theme. So, it is said that in the early days of all that ever is or was were two gods, and from them came 100 more. From those came mortals, and from mortals came war. You know the story. Men and elves, the slaying of Lorkhan at the hands of Uriel, the fastening of Lorkhan's heart to an arrow fired far over the horizon. Any old book can tell you of these myths, and any old song can tell you of what else was birthed in the falling of the heart. The ancient Aelids, the conquering elves of Cyrodiil in those days, used fragments of mystic iron fallen from the heavens in their buildings. This iron channels the magical energies of the heavens. Across Cyrodiil to this day, adventurers draw power from Aeliad wells to replenish their magical reserves. As the heart of Lorkhan sailed across the skies of Cyrodiil on its journey, it imparted unto one such well a single drop of blood. A drop which coalesced into a strong red crystal, which the Aelids retrieved and named Kaim el Adabal, the spirit stone of high royalty. When the Aelids grew their empire, they met with resistance from the spirit of human undertaking. Shazar, or Shor, or Lorkhan, whose restless soul lit a fire in man's heart, until his fading, for he could be only in so many places at a time. Furious at mankind's assault, the Aelids sought to keep the humans of Cyrodiil from gaining strength. To this end they kept mankind as slaves, and for ritual torture and the sculpting of flesh. It was one slave, Alessia, who led the inevitable rebellion, blessed by the divines, with demigods at her left and right hands. When her conquest was complete, and those Aelids who would not follow her were cast down, Alessia proclaimed herself empress of the first empire of man. And it was Akatosh himself, dragon god of time, who lent proof of this claim to her. On her deathbed, Alessia was visited by the dragon god, who gave unto her a gemstone of Lorkhan's blood, imbued with the powers of the heavens, Kaim el Adabal, the amulet of kings. Since then, it has been tradition for a new emperor of pure blood to claim the amulet of kings, and to light the ritual dragon fires to uphold the pact with Akatosh, and for the amulet of kings to claim them in kind. For with the lighting of the fires comes the joining of the emperor's soul to Lorkhan's, and with the passing of each emperor, their soul is taken by the amulet, its power used to fuel the next emperor, its oversoul a counselor for those born with dragon blood in their veins. So long as the dragon fires are lit, and an emperor sits on the throne, Akatosh will bear witness for all immortal spirits, to honor mortal strength, and keep evil forever at bay. The Emperor of Cyrodiil, Uriel Septim VII, lies dead. Assassins have taken his life, and the lives of his sons, their purpose yet unknown. In his last moments, the Emperor finds a face he has seen in his dreams, an Argonian prisoner accused of crimes unknown and placed in a prison cell, which houses a secret passage out of the imperial city. Freed by the Emperor and his guards, the prisoner, Coffee with Milk, is given a singular task, to take the Amulet of Kings, the symbol of the Emperor's power, to the distant city of Coral, and to a man named Joffrey. There, the Emperor says, the prisoner will be shown to his greatest secret, a son kept hidden from history, whose presence may save the Empire from collapse, and whose life the eyes of Oblivion now turn to. And then Coffee with Milk died instantly to Minotaurs upon escape. I hate that part of the story. Boot up the game, let it actually load. How are we sounding? Too loud? Too quiet? I don't remember that chapter in Xenoblade 2. Don't worry about that message, by the way. I am on top of things this time around. Thank you, by the way, Joey. That's very nice of you to say. I am on top of things regarding Discord notifications this time around, so don't worry about that one you just saw. It did that from Morrowind and then nothing further. Tiny bit quieter on the game, maybe. Okay. It might just be a music issue, so I'll see if I can turn that specifically down. Colt, you're bullying me. I can't help it. Coffee with Milk is such a funny name for an Argonian. I'm glad you guys like my narration so much. I really love the story of the Elder Scrolls games, and especially how wild some of the deeper lore can get. I was considering sharing some of that weirder lore in this session, but I'm holding off on that for a little bit later on. I cannot wait to tell you all about Pelinal Whitestrake. Oh my god. Right, so, last we left off, I had a level to get. I needed to sleep somewhere, and I was getting very sidetracked by caves. I gotta read all the sermons of Vivek myself. I haven't taken the time to do that 24-hour lore stream. Don't do that to me. Please don't. I don't have enough lore in mind to fill up 24 hours, though I could speculate on the nature of the enantiomorph, as it's known. But that's a whole thing. This loading bar, like I said in the previous stream, is going to take a little while because it has a lot of world to fill. There we go. A slideshow. That might actually be doable. Also, I didn't know Holly did a Final Fantasy XIV stream. That's cool. Right. So, what is that? What the heck is that? Do I shoot it? Kind of want to shoot it. It might just be a goblin, in which case shooting it would be perfectly fine. And I missed. That looks like a goblin. It's goblining like a goblin. It's aggroed like a goblin. It sounds like a goblin. It's shooting me like a goblin. It's probably a goblin. It's missing me like a goblin, too. Haha. Haha, loser. Pick up his bow, put it back on his body. Good old wiggle tactics, yeah. It's a little cheap, but you know. I'll only mean to the goblins that are gonna kill me. Which is like every goblin in the game. At least they're not like the ones in Tribunal. Oh. Yeah, I just aggroed that one. Alright. Come here, bud. And, wow. I talk a big game about goblins missing me for someone who, whoa, that's nasty. That is a nasty shot. Okay, so last time we got the Amulet of Kings and we're told to go to Coral. I haven't done that yet. Coral is all the way over this way. And I still haven't even gotten... Well, I guess I did kind of get on the road last time. Let's head back to the road. Oh, the sunsets in this game are so pretty. I'm sorry. This game, I'm not going to stop gushing about the graphical quality of it, even if it looks a little bit dated, because I think this one looks the best out of the three that I've played at this point. They didn't really try for photorealism, you know? Like, they have some elements of things being a little bit real, or realistic at least, but yeah, stylized, exactly. And distant landscapes hold up really well, which, to be fair, that's a little bit of cheating on my part. I'm using something that increases LOD view distance and such, so like all the way over there. What is that, actually? Let me... That might be Frostcrag Spire. Doesn't look like Frostcrag Spire, though. Oh, you know what that might be? That might actually be mod added from Mascars. Character models suffer, but the actual world, forests, sense of stylized fantasy. Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree with all of that. And what you're saying, Colt, too. Hyperrealism in a fantasy setting is a waste of a world. I'm inclined to agree. Like, I can find some exceptions. I think Dark Souls looks pretty gorgeous for hyperrealistic, but... yeah, the potato heads... oh, that's a zombie. Why the heck is there... why the heck are there zombies out here? Okay, that one saw me right as I was about to shoot. That's just plain unfortunate. So now we're going to get a first look at what a zombie looks like. Apologies for those that aren't a big fan of violent corpses. These guys are nasty. These guys are the reason that this game got an M for Mature rating. Fun fact. It almost got away with the T for teen. Gothic fantasy. You know what? That's true. Dark Souls isn't quite so much hyper-realistic. You're right. Like Shadow the Hedgehog, but worse. I guess so. That hit, but didn't do sneak, really? Didn't do a sneaking bonus? Okay. Am I just gonna... it's exactly like Shadow the Hedgehog. This corpse is without a head. That's upsetting, and even more so is the fact that it's taking so many more hits than the other one. Let's not lose our heads, though. Pincushion this thing. Headless zombie. Okay, we've got... we've got Xenoblade jokes going in the chat now. That's great. That's gonna be the whole stream. Y'all have no idea. You're talking in stream chat with Littlest Artemis, aka Colt, right there. This whole thing's just gonna be Xenoblade now. And I say that as a good thing, lest you be worried I'm making fun of you, Colt. I absolutely love hearing you gush about Xenoblade. I gush where I can in kind. Yeah, exactly, Heather. The fact that they just narrowly... narrowly skirted by an E10 instead of a T for teen by changing blood colors and such. You know, I did just say I was supposed to be keeping to the actual road and... oh. Townsfolk.
Have all been murdered. No one even knows who did it.
Apparently no one has any idea who did it. Now there's some prophet preaching doom in the streets of Anvil.
The servants of Debella, slaughtered on the very altar of love. Truly shocking.
No!
Sure.
See you.
Farewell.
I love
Hello.
NPC interactions in this
The
game.
news from Anvil is terrible. Have you heard about the attack on the
They have
chapel?
exactly one
See you.
conversation topic
Take care.
right now.
Hello there. What? Virtuous visitors to way shrines of Kinnereth may receive
That might have been the
blessings of
no
agility.
that this one right here
Anyone
reacted
looking
with.
for work should consider the Fighters Guild. I hear they're always looking for recruits.
I've heard others say the same.
On the previous stream, I tried my hand at playing my character a little bit more roleplay-ish, and I feel like that didn't quite work out. Like, I kind of started getting sidetracked by just exploring the game very, very quickly. Make regular saves. Oh, another Nern root. I'm not even looking for those. I keep finding them anyway. Oh, that was a sunrise, not a sunset. Okay, it's 8:24 in the morning. All right. Those are probably bandits, aren't they? Just steer clear of those and we'll be fine. Right, so we're making for Coral. Should we stop by the Imperial City first? Maybe get some supplies there, or should we just head straight to Coral? Twitter's picture upload interface is a mess, absolutely. Oh. What's after me? A bandit, of course. What else? These guys are taking a few more hits than I'd care for them to.
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm. My sword,
Oh, heck yeah. Totally upload that. Erok the Wide is unconscious, but he's okay. This game introduces a new function that basically keeps important NPCs from dying. So we never have to worry about, with this character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed, etc., etc. Alright, that guy had a bow on him. A shiny looking one. Where? Oh, silver bow. I wonder why Erok is essential, now that that's being discussed. Silver bow. I made one little tweak to the INI between this stream and the last one so that I'm actually able to equip stuff that's higher quality than what I usually have. One of the mods that I'm using ordinarily makes it so I'd have to be the right skill level in a corresponding skill to be able to wield, say, a silver bow, but I turned that off because that's not in the default game. No stars shine upon the Doomstone. Oh, we can only activate these at night. That's not a big enough deal to warrant, I don't think. Unless it gives me a way to open a lock. Let's wait until midnight. Or thereabouts. Not midnight, but nighttime at least. Oh. Marked by a special fate, you rule your destiny. Do you choose to steer by the stars of the tower? Sure. The stars of the tower shine upon you. You gain the Warden Key and Master's Hand greater powers. The Master's Hand, Fortify Armorer, Warden Key, Open Hard Lock. Nice. Once a day we can open a hard lock without even using any lockpicks. That's very handy. Speaking of very handy though, before we actually get started on our quest to Coral, I should probably go looking for a place to get arrows. I'm gonna need a lot, obviously, if I'm relying... Okay, I just want to take a second and say thank goodness it is raining. In my preliminary playtests for this game, I tried to get it to rain and couldn't without, like, a manual console command. So I was worried that might just not happen as, like, a consequence of a weather mod that I had installed. I heard about the Street Fighter 6 announcement. Didn't seem very impressive, from what I understand. Oh, Star Force. Hey, we found Vin Diesel. See? Look, Vin Diesel. There's a lot of scamps around here. Okay, that's a hunger. That's a hunger. I don't know what these guys do, and I'm not particularly keen on finding out if I can help it. Get some arrows back. Scamp again? Yep, scamp again. Alright. You know what? I'm switching to my sword for this guy. Come on, bucko. They might disintegrate armor. That'd be really bad for me if they do, because, like, I'm doing a light armor run. Oh, these guys hurt. These guys hurt a lot. Not keen on that. Oh, God. Yep, that's exactly what I was expecting. Well, dying is an expected thing in this game. At least this early on. We'll get better about not dying, though. There's the first scamp again. I wonder. If I creep around this tree, how much damage do I do with one arrow? Most of his health. Not bad. Yeah, the Street Fighter 6 logo is most of what I've heard complaints directed to, because it looks generic as all hell. I didn't actually get a good look at it myself, or if I did, I've forgotten it that quickly. Anyway. I figure the Imperial City is pretty much en route to Coral, so let's just make our way around the Isle, get back to the bridge, put the logo up so we can make... Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Give me just a second. I'm pulling it up. Criminy. That's really it? Oh, I hate to look at this. I hate looking at this. And now you all are about to hate looking at it too. Let's see. Add the image real quick. NFT logo. Yeah, not wrong. Let's see. Stream stuff. Ta-da! I just have no other commentary aside from ta-da. This is... It's bad. It's so generic. Get rid of that. Don't have that on my stream. What just happened? What button did I hit? Oh my god. Okay, I just accidentally temporarily deleted the main window, folks. Just temporary, and I'm able to undo. Thanks for the stream. No, you're not getting away that easy. Alright, back to business. I'm so glad I was able to just hit the undo button on that. Ugh, that would have been harrowing. It would have justified technical difficulties, but, you know. Seek greater fame to be judged worthy. Alright. Okay, what's attacking? It's probably going to be from the fort, right? Something is attacking me from the fort. What is it? Oh, it's just a spider. It's just a couple spiders. Alright, that's fine. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Venom sac. Ah, there's the tower. Frostcrag's spire in all its beauty, visible even from this far away. Once again, give thanks to TES4 LOD generator for that. Huh? Is that a bandit? I can't tell who's a bandit and who's friendly. Going for a heck of a run, though. Are they fighting someone? Just a night jogger. Yeah, I guess. No, they're fighting. What are we fighting? A crab. We're fighting a big crab. Do I join in? Nope, don't need to. Okay. Wait. Wait. Wait, there's another crab. Avenge crab. You know what? Yeah. Hawkeye moments. Oh, you do, like, no damage. Why am I worried? They are fighting mud crabs fiercer than me. You're right. It's real. I would never. Not that Hawkeye moment. I'm so tempted to just go in. I'm so tempted. This game has so many cool looking dungeons. I want to go in every door I see. But I promised I would make story progress, and I don't want to spend too long in the Imperial City, so we need to get there so I can get stuff and then get out. And get on the road to Coral. I'll come back there eventually. Now the question is, do we look into joining a guild? Because, I mean, of course I'm going to look into joining a guild. I want to do one guild quest chain all the way to completion for my very first time without using anything particularly cheap. It's going to be a little bit tricky. It's not that kind of guild, no, I don't think. I don't actually know for sure. I'm not familiar enough with mobile gacha games to be able to comment on guild stuff, what it means, etc. Oh my... Is that seriously someone carrying a torch all the way out there that I'm just able to see from here? That looks like maybe a campfire. Maybe it's a campfire. But it looks small enough it could be a torch. Up this road. You know what's funny is, as far as any of the guards in the Imperial City are concerned, we were just thrown in jail like 2 days ago, and now we're about to walk right through the front doors. They're never gonna be upset at us for this. It's just funny to consider. Or at least they won't be upset if we're careful.
You have my ear, citizen. You have my ear, citizen.
You have my ear, citizen.
What can I do for you?
Could I get some directions, please?
What are you looking for?
Where can I sleep? Let's start there.
Merchant's Inn in the market, King and Queen in Elven Gardens, the Uriel Septim in Talos Plaza, and All Saints in Temple District. There's also the Bloated Float on the waterfront, but that's not a very nice neighborhood.
Well, I'm quite familiar with unkind neighborhoods, so we'll see how that goes for me. Heard any rumors lately?
There's been some terrible trouble at the chapel in Anvil. All of Dibella's priests and priestesses murdered.
So I've heard. That's all.
Farewell, citizen.
Drawing a third emote is exciting.
Speak.
What is this? Wanted. The Grey Fox. Wanted for theft, embezzlement, forgery, pickpocketing, counterfeiting, burglary, conspiracy to commit theft, grand larceny, tax evasion, slander, fraud, perfidy, and impertinence. Wears a gray cloak that conceals his appearance. Presumed male and Colovian, height between 5 and 6 feet, normal weight, hair and eye color unknown. Any citizen with information should contact the Imperial Watch by orders of Watch Captain Hieronymus Lex. So this man has done just about everything short of murder, it sounds like. Interesting.
Talk is free. What do you want?
Nothing. I need to find a bed. They said the waterfront district, right? I think that should be out here. This looks like a waterfront, all right. Now, what was it they called it again? The bloated float. Could be either of these, I suppose. I will say it's a very novel concept. Ah, here it is. It's a novel concept having an inn in a boat. Excuse me.
What can I do for you? Well met. Welcome to the Bloated Float. She's the finest inn on the water in all Cyrodiil.
Seems like a bit of a limiting qualifier there, but that's no concern of mine. I'm here to inquire about a bed.
There's a room, all right, and a fine room it is. Yours for the night for only 10 gold.
I don't like the way you're looking at me, sir, but 10 gold sounds fine. I'll take it.
A wise choice indeed. You've never had a night's rest like this, I assure you. The room is down below deck. It's the door on the left.
Door on the left, below deck.
Farewell.
Thank you. I'm a good deal more familiar with living on or near the water than anywhere else in this city. Is it this one? I suppose it is. Well, before I set out for Coral, it can only benefit me to get a good night's sleep. You realize that you are catching on to the secret of success. It's just a matter of concentration. Something is wrong with the ship. I'm hearing water moving along the outside of it. Oh no. Hello?
Hey, who in Oblivion are you? You don't look like one of the Blackwater brigands.
The what? I mean, that's... I'm just a passenger, sir.
What? I was told there are only 2 others on board. I locked the bouncer in the storage room, and she has the owner. So that leaves you. Now I'll ask again. Who are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm a member of your gang.
There's no one else in our group except the 4 of us. The Blackwater Brigands don't just take on new members out of the clear blue sky.
New members? That's nonsense.
When we formed the Brigands 3 months ago, I was told no more than a 4-way split on all the profits.
I am the 4th.
So stop telling lies and tell me what you're doing here.
No.
Then perhaps my sword can find the words that your mouth cannot.
Oh, dear. Not ideal. Okay, he doesn't hit too hard.
Show me what you've got. Do your worst.
Keep trading hits like this forever. Please, 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 please. Thank goodness.
I'll send your bloody soul straight. Not the best you can do.
No, I don't think that plan will work.
Hey. What? I'm just
Okay, new plan.
warming up.
What am I good at?
Worm.
Not this.
Am I supposed to be in? Not the best you can do. Show me what. Yeah. Ooh. You'll never take.
I'm maybe not doing my best work here.
Hey! Intruders are my business. I think instead of locking you in the storage room with the bouncer, I'm gonna dump your body overboard.
Bold. Okay.
Look out! I hope you know what you're doing. You'll make a lot of parachutes, lizard.
All right. Well, there are 4 or 5 or 6 different ways this could go. But somehow I get the impression none of them will end particularly well for me unless I take the sneakier option. So, when in doubt,
Ooh!
that seems like a better outcome. Let's see. He sewed his name into his armor. Lynch, huh? A member of some group calling themselves the Blackwater Brigands. They must have hijacked the bloated float in and put her out to sea. It appears that Lynch has locked the bloated float's bouncer in the storage room. I should search his body and see if there's a key to free him. And while I'm at it... here we go. Instructions. Here's a key. Anything else? My own Curious isn't looking so good. I may as well swap out for his. Not the brightest bulb in the socket, this one. That's a phrase that definitely wouldn't exist in universe. I'm trying my best, folks. Now, let's see about these instructions. Lynch, your instructions are to make your way to the bottom deck of the ship and secure all of the rooms there. Make sure you don't disturb Minx. She's to be left alone to do her assignment. Remember, after the ship is scuttled, we'll meet back in Breville in 3 days. Make sure you destroy this note after you memorize it. S. Well, that key that I had, or that I have, I should say. Let's see. Could refer to dwarven lamps, yeah. I may as well check the private. Or not. Alright. Plan B, then. While I'm at it, I may as well put my shiny new sword to use. Or try to. Ah. Hello.
About time someone showed up. Thank you for freeing me. I'm Grumman Gromarad, the bloated float's bouncer and helmsman. I've been locked in that storage room for hours. I don't know exactly what's going on, but not long ago, a gang of thieves calling themselves the Blackwater Brigands stormed the ship.
I thought I heard one of them mention that name.
They took myself and Ormil, the float's owner, hostage and put the ship to sea. I have no idea what they're after. If you can get me safely to the top deck, I can steer the float home. But I'm not budging until the coast is clear.
So you're not going to follow me, then?
I'm used to dealing with drunken louts, not a gang of well-armed thieves.
I suppose that's for the best. Do you happen to know anything about these Blackwater Brigands? I mean, have you heard their name before?
All I know is there seems to be 4 of them. They blindfolded me before they put me in here, so I didn't see much.
Tell me a little bit about the inn. Is this a new construct? Is it valuable?
The float has 3 decks. This deck is the inn deck. The next level up is the tavern deck. And then there's the top deck.
Well, that's about all the information I suppose I need right now. Fine, then.
Good luck. You'll need it.
You stay down here where it's safe. I'll clean things up. Yeah, no, so did I. I'm not commenting on it, but so did I. Well, she doesn't look friendly. Ah, sure enough. The key. This one... Minx, really? She's sewn her name onto her... What is with these brigands? Seems like these thieves are using strange code names in any case. Lynch, Minx, these aren't real names. Not like coffee with milk. The only useful bit of advice I discovered is that their leader seems to be named Celine. I should search her belongings for anything of use, then make my way to the top deck and secure the ship's wheel. What are you doing? I guess as long as it's secure. It's no concern to me. Take just another moment. You've done things the hard way, but without taking risks, taking responsibility for failure, how could you have understood? Impressive and intimidating. Yeah, you know what? I believe it. Speed. Let's go for agility for bow damage and strength. Seems to be doing well for me so far, aside from health issues. I'll probably have to buff my endurance some next time. That doesn't look particularly secure to me.
Nice work.
I hope I can help.
Ah, another visitor. Great.
Hi.
Just when I needed. Look, you two lay low.
Yes? You too.
That's added by Mascars, by the way, other adventurers like those. The top deck, huh?
What are you doing up here? They find the Golden Galleon yet?
I'm just awaiting orders.
Orders? Celine didn't tell me about this, and I don't remember her taking on someone else to help us find the Golden Galleon.
Yes, the
When
galleon.
did all this happen?
This happened yesterday. No, You'll forgive me, I hope. I'm good at losing track of time. It happened 3 days
Damn
ago.
that woman. She promised a 4-part split when we recovered the Golden Galleon. She never said anything about splitting it 5 ways. She said when we got back to the safe house in Breville, we would divide the loot after she fenced the damn thing. Do Lynch and Minx know about this?
Lynch and Minx are dead down below. A couple of adventurers.
Well, since they're out of the way, if I kill you, that means Celine and I split the take 2 ways. This heist is getting better and better.
But, hear me out. Suppose you kill Celine. Okay, fine. You want to do this the hard way? We'll do this the hard way.
Why won't you die?
It's the cabin key, I would assume. So this one appears to be named Wrath. Wouldn't you know it? He's got his name sewn into his jacket. Guarding the ship's wheel. He mentioned that they hijacked the bloated float to recover something called the Golden Galleon. I should now get Grumman and tell him that the path to the ship's wheel is safe. We're a long, long way from home. That's no land in any direction. Not particularly enthusiastic about that. You're still here.
Deck
Good.
Clear yet? Sounds
yes,
like
the top
coast
deck
is
has been...
clear, so I'll make my way up to the ship's wheel. But I'm not moving this hulk an inch until Ormill is safe.
We have bigger priorities right now. No? Fine. Tell me about Celine.
I thought I heard an Imperial woman's voice while I was blindfolded. Other than that, I don't know much more about her.
Imperial. Got it.
Be cautious. Their leader sounds dangerous.
Right. I suppose I could take another minute for this.
How'd you get in here?
I took the key from Wrath.
Roth? I told him to guard the wheel and not talk to anybody. Who are you?
I'm here to join the gang.
We made a solemn pact not to let anyone else join the gang. I can remember it clearly, even though it was...
3 months ago?
What? Can no one in this gang keep things secret? I suppose you think you know why you've taken over the bloated float as well.
Yes, as a matter of fact. You're looking for the Golden Galleon.
How did you know about that? No matter. Once I've taken care of you, we'll scuttle the ship and be off to our safe house. No one will find us there.
You mean in Breville?
Again, you have surprised me with your knowledge of our operation. I suspect Lynch didn't check all the in-routers before we departed. You must have been hiding down there and made your way up here. How did you get past Minx, Roth, and Lynch?
Get past? I killed all of them.
Impossible. You defeated the 3 of them alone? I'm humbled by your skill, and fear that assaulting you would lead to my own quick demise. Please accept my surrender. Here's my blade. Please, no treasure is worth my life. The bloated float is yours.
Really? I mean, of course, really. Let's just drop that. Not a particularly urgent thing for me. Actually, maybe put it in here for safekeeping. Someone will need it more than I do. Ormill, correct?
Thank goodness you arrived when you did. I feared that I'd be thrown to the slaughterfish.
Oh, you're not so lucky today, friend. So I've taken care of Celine, you might have overheard.
Now that she's surrendered, please escort her to the last room on the inn deck. We'll lock her in there until we arrive at port.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
Last room, he said. That would be over here, wouldn't it? No? Alright. Ah. Fine enough for me. I suppose that means Celine is safely locked in the room. I should return to Ormel and let him know so we can finally get this ship home. Hair color? For what? If I don't know what's being drawn for the emote, I can't exactly give... Oh, for memest. You know what? Go with kind of a pale pink. So, Ormel, Celine has
now
been
that
taken care
Celine
of.
is locked up safely below, I think we can all breathe a little easier. I can't thank you enough.
Certainly. You're still sneering at me, but I presume that's a polite sneer this time? So, Celine.
I feel much better now knowing she's locked up.
And the Blackwater Brigands?
Well, I'm afraid all of this was my fault. They hijacked the bloated float because of me. Business has been waning of late, so I invented a story. I fashioned a tale about a golden galleon that the previous owner hid within this very vessel. It was to be a statuette made completely of gold.
You made it up.
At the time, the idea was quite clever, I thought. I figured the lore would draw more curiosity seekers and adventurers looking for the treasure. What could the harm be if while they were here, they bought a drink or two? My business has increased quite a bit since I leaked the story. Well, obviously, I was mistaken. It was a terrible idea. I'm just glad that no innocents were hurt. I wouldn't want to have their blood on my hands.
Depending on your definition of
Anyway,
innocent, 3 people
sorry to
died
ramble.
because of you.
You better get below now and rest until we arrive safely at the Imperial City docks.
Fine by me. Do I still have to pay for the bed?
You've already got the room. It's down below deck.
All right.
Please, go get some rest.
Fine by me. The sooner we get back, the better. This was not on the docket. I see they've cleaned up the corpses. So, Ormel.
You're awake. Good. I didn't want to disturb you. I suppose you're wondering what I did with Celine. The authorities at the Imperial City took her off the ship as soon as we docked. I was also informed that there was a reward for her capture.
Was there?
Here you go. Don't spend it all in one place. Unless it's here, of course.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Farewell, my friend.
You're always welcome here.
Who would have thought, for once in my life, sleeping on the waterfront would be a bad idea? But that at least takes care of some local brigands. I've made a bit of a name for myself around here. I suppose I can't complain too much. Just maybe stick to land-based
What is it, citizen?
beds next time I need to sleep.
Take care.
How are you?
Been better. How about you?
Not bad.
Heard any news from the other provinces?
I understand.
You know what?
What is it, citizen? We're here to serve.
Do you know anything about that gray fox guy on the poster?
He's just a thief. He's supposed to be the head of the Thieves Guild. Oh, what a joke. Can you imagine a bunch of thieves trying to form a guild? The
Thieves
nobility
Guild?
hate him, but the peasants and the beggars love him. especially in the waterfront.
Really?
Farewell, citizen.
Well, I suppose if I want to track the man down, I may as well ask around for some beggars, hey? Ah, a Nern root. Another one. Strange looking plants they are.
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel? Nothing I'd like to talk about. So long. Goodbye. Hail. They call me Isleaf the Open-Handed, because I'm so generous. Well, don't expect a handout from me. You certainly don't need it.
Okay, this guy's face is a little bit melty. Well, you seem to be in good enough condition that you probably wouldn't have the information I'm looking for.
Good question.
How about you?
Yes.
Deceptively poorly dressed.
Take care.
Slowly melts further through the conversation. No thank you, I hate that. Someone is sleeping there, though. There's bedrolls. Ah.
What is it now? You can call me Halad the Outlaw, because I'm on the lam.
Are you?
I helped build Raven Rock. Had a bad run-in with the law, so here I am. Pretty soon I'll head out for the Imperial Reserve, try my luck there.
Raven Rock, wait. I've heard of Raven Rock. That's that settlement in Solstheim. Strange, I hadn't heard about that getting constructed. I guess things must have changed sometime in the last 6 years, and I just wasn't keeping my ears open, Heard any rumors lately?
If there's a complaint about a merchant, speak to Venetia Milicea.
Right.
Bye.
Well, nothing particularly important going on in here. That's curious. It's right about now with this very strange movement my character is making that I should probably point out this shipwreck is mod added. I'm not supposed to be up here, and I think I may need to actually do something real weird. Something screwy. That didn't quite do it. Need to get out of the ship. Here we go. Perfectly fine. Nobody saw it. I'm really not making... not doing much in the way of keeping up my promise to make story progress, huh?
What's the news from the other parts of Tamriel?
Nothing
Oh,
I'd
hey,
like to
sweet
talk
lady of Wayrest.
Bye.
Oh, hey, sweet lady of mine. Oh, I'll see you again. Yes, I'll see you again. Sweet lady of Wayrest. So
Hello!
It's progress of a sort, yeah, but it's not exactly the progress I was intending to make.
I'm only asking for a single coin. I can eat for a day with a single coin.
Have a coin, beggar.
Thank you, kind lady.
And while you're at it, I'm looking for a man known as the Grey Fox.
He's a fairy tale. The Imperial Watch pretends there is a thief king named the Grey Fox who controls all the thieves in Cyrodiil. Of course, it's all just made up to give them an excuse to keep us down.
Between you and me, I'm not entirely sure I believe that.
We'll see.
Let's see.
I'm not... You're a big, fat liar. That? Yes. Handsomely... What? I see.
Let's try this again. Do you know anything about the Grey Fox?
He's a fairy tale. Of course he... Tell
How about
me
a little
more.
more money?
How nice. It's just what I wanted. Are you looking for him?
Yes. I want to work with him.
I think I trust you enough to tell you this secret. To learn more about the Grey Fox, go to the Garden of Dariloth at midnight. Look in the waterfront district of the Imperial City. I can say no more. Blessings of Mystara upon ye.
Interesting. Garden of Dariloth, they said.
Have you heard any word about the other provinces?
Nothing I'd like to talk about.
Be seeing you.
This seems like the only garden around. At midnight? What happens here at midnight? Oh. Interesting. Hello.
Do I know you?
Hey, excellent, Colt. I was here to ask about the Grey Fox.
You say a beggar told you to seek me out?
Yes.
Good enough for me, then. The beggars are the eyes and ears of the Grey Fox. He is the king of thieves in Cyrodiil. You could think of him as our guildmaster, although he would deny that title.
I'll have you know I'm something of a thief myself. I was hoping perhaps I could work with the Thieves Guild and...
You don't look very trustworthy. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm good for it.
Better be good. We understand each other perfectly. Everyone is here. Let's begin. Each of you is seeking membership in the Thieves Guild. The Thieves Guild is not a myth. We are followers of the Grey Fox, and I am his doyen. Merely by finding me, you have passed the first test. It's unusual for us to have 3 potential recruits at the same time.
These two, huh?
Rather than the normal test of skill, I'm going to make this a contest.
That's not fair.
Methredel, you know the rules. However, for Amuse and the newcomer, let me state them clearly. Whoever brings me the diary of Amantius Electus without killing him will be invited into the guild.
No killing. Got it.
Ha! I'll have it before sunrise.
Somewhere in the Imperial City, the beggars will help you locate it for a price. I can sell you lockpicks if you need them. One more thing. You cannot kill each other during this trial. We may be thieves, but we're not murderers.
I spoke with Armand Christophe, who is a member of the Thieves Guild. He offered me a chance to join the guild, but I have to compete against 2 other thieves, Methredel and Amuse. Whichever one of us steals Amantius Electus's diary first will be inducted into the Thieves Guild. It's somewhere in the Imperial City, and he told me that the beggars might be able to tell me where to find him.
Maybe he lives in the Elven Gardens district.
Excuse me. I recognize you.
1 more coin, and I can get a pair of shoes.
Right, relevant to that, have you seen a man named Amantius Electus?
Oh, anything for you. He lives in the Temple District on the far east side.
Temple District, got it.
Blessings of Julianus upon you.
The High Elves train. I can't imagine.
Temple District. Ah, I was just there.
Oh, hey, sweet lady of Wayrest. Oh, hey, sweet lady of mine. I'll see you again. Yes, I'll see you again.
He's too fast. I'd be hard-pressed to keep up with her. But maybe I don't need to. After all, she might be quick on her feet, but I'm pretty good with a lockpick.
You're always welcome here.
On the east side, he said. No.
You have my ear, citizen.
That must be the one. Come on. There we go. All right. No, you don't. No, you don't. Amantius Electus's diary. There it is. Okay. I've beaten Methredel and Amusei to Amantius Electus's diary. Now to get back to Armon in the Garden of Dariloth. I'll have to wait until midnight when he's there. May as well grab this while I'm here. Color me surprised the man himself doesn't hear me. I wonder. Yeah, that's kind of a funny segment, getting in here at about the same time as her, and both of us needing to approach the thing without making too much noise. Well, while I'm in here, I wonder if there's anything I could borrow. After all, why return with just the diary when I could return with the diary and a few more septims in my pocket? No. No. Man himself is bound to be asleep at this time of hour, right? Ah. And lest I make too much noise... No. That's something. Oh, there's two of them. Nothing. All right. Unless... maybe something in the basement. Let's see. Is that blood? Why is there blood here? And bone meal? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Right. That's enough of that for my liking.
You have my ear, citizen.
Actually, quite a lot more than enough of that, but semantics aside. Why do they want this diary so bad? Maybe... Pause everything I'm doing to check Discord. Okay. I mean, this seems like enough of a lull. Give me a second. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right. I can't add that to this stream, but I'm gonna add it. Oh, I love it. I'm going to put that up on the screen just so folks know what they have to look forward to as far as new emotes. Just pop that in right there. Thank you, Colt. I love the look of this. Absolutely spectacular. And a very good replacement for the Shad Ew emote. I love that. Alright. Get rid of that, and back to the game. Not going to be suspicious about me taking out a book. Unholy. I'll give it some thought. Actually, speaking of books, the Argonian account, book 4. Maybe not. Maybe save that for when I have the other volumes. Or just pawn it off to someone. In the meantime, here's what they wanted from me. Amantius Electus's diary. For in-character reasons, I'm trying to join the Thieves Guild because my character is just interested in the idea of joining the Thieves Guild and also happens to be a bit of a thief herself. For out-of-character reasons, I'm joining the Thieves Guild to challenge myself because I've completed this questline, but never without a full invisibility suit on. And I'd like to see if I can manage it without this time. We're not going to be able to do too much as far as the Thieves Guild itself is concerned, lest anyone be worried that this is going to be the entire stream. I'm only going to be able to progress to the end of this current quest, and then to get any more progress in, we'll need to start actually selling stuff. Like, stolen stuff, but anyway. I've planted the seeds of the drinkers. Soon I shall know if my theories hold true. The first shoots have appeared. I must make sure to continue the precise schedule of nutrient solutions. Small drinker fronds are clearly visible. This is a critical time in their development. I'm almost out of rat blood. I'll have to catch some more of the filthy beggars. Oh. The young plants are juveniles now. I can see them waving as if in a breeze, although the air in my cellar is still as death. I'm having a hard time catching any more cats. I may have to start using dogs. The damn drinker plants have a voracious appetite. One of them cut me today. I'll have to be more careful. My creations are refusing to feed. As an experiment, I offered a drop of my own blood, which one of them drank greedily. The other drinkers are beginning to wither. I collected a bucket of human blood from the healers. I had to pay her an exorbitant amount to keep her tongue still. The drinkers are doing much better. Am I doing the right thing? The benefit of these plants to all of Cyrodiil is beyond doubt, but the price may be too high. It is one of the most difficult decisions of my life. I have destroyed my notes for how to hybridize drinkers. I set the trays on the roof where the sun could strike them. An hour after sunrise, they were all dead. My attempt to create a hybrid of vampire and plant has failed. They were just too dangerous. 2 parts grave dust, 1 part ash salts, mixed with human blood exposed to... Oh, divines have mercy. The man was feeding beggars to his plants. Small wonder the Grey Fox wanted this diary. Or, I suppose, a representative of the Grey Fox. No mention of a mask from any of these 3. Sonny. Sunny. Don't whap Sunny with a newspaper, but do just say Sunny. Oh, they're not here. Fine enough. I can wait. Right. So.
Yes, you might do.
Okay. Weather's a bit screwy there. Sorry about that. Slightly screwier. Okay, hold on. What?
Now get out of here.
Are we good? That's the price of a weather mod,
Are you
folks.
confused?
About the test.
Congratulations! You have returned with the diary. You have earned the right to join the Thieves Guild. You now owe your loyalty to our guildmaster, the Grey Fox. He has 3 rules you must follow.
Very well. Tell me the 3 rules.
First, never steal from another member of the guild. Second, never kill anyone on the job. This is not the Dark Brotherhood. Animals and monsters can be slain if necessary.
Do bandits count as monsters?
Third, don't steal from the poor. The peasants and beggars are under the personal protection of the Grey Fox, particularly here on the waterfront.
Which explains why you wanted information about Amantius Electius. Electius? Electus? I don't know. So, what can you tell me about the Grey Fox now?
All Thieves Guild members have sworn loyalty to him. If there is such a thing as a guildmaster, he's it.
Has anyone ever seen him? You're not going to answer that, are you? Fine. There's a wanted poster for the Grey Fox, signed by one Hieronymus Lex.
He's a captain of the Imperial Watch. He is pursuing a personal vendetta against the Thieves Guild and the Grey Fox. 2 years ago, I made a fool out of him when he tried to arrest me. Lex has never forgotten it.
I see. What sources of information are there that I can rely on here? I assume there are eyes and ears everywhere. I know you mentioned the beggars.
The best source of information are the beggars. Their eyes and ears seem to be everywhere.
About what I expected.
Be prepared to spend a little coin. They won't tell you anything for free. At least not anything true.
Fair enough. What jobs do you have?
Jobs? We're thieves, not masons or scribes. Look, you're on your own as a thief. Go find a likely-looking house. Case the joint to see when the owner is gone. When he leaves, you break in and steal some stuff. You don't need special permission or orders to do that. However, you will find that you can only sell stolen property to one of our guild fences. Most other merchants won't take hot merchandise.
So we all work alone?
Well, sometimes the guild gets a special commission. You know, guaranteed pay to acquire certain items for special clients. You should check in with your doyen every once in a while to see if there are any commission jobs available.
Can you tell me where I might find any fences?
What do you want to know?
Fences.
The best fences are only available to the higher rank Thieves Guild members. Here's a list of who you can use.
Ongar, you said. I think you said Ongar. I think I heard that muttered.
Ongar lives in Bruma. He doesn't have much
Bruma?
money, but he's the only place you can sell hot property if you are new to the Thieves Guild.
Ruma's quite a ways up north. You really expect me to... Fine. Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Shadow hide you.
How about you, Methradel?
What do you want?
You're not too... She doesn't look particularly enthused. Maybe
Goodbye.
give her some time. Well, that was an event. I have things I need to find. More arrows, for one thing. My bow, my quiver, seems a bit light.
Speak.
Yes?
I personally think that the Thieves Guild questline is a lot of fun. Like, the environments you go through, the stuff that all, like, the story elements you hit for it. I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, but... Oh, that's a good question. I forgot I had a fletching jig. Hey! Let's see, about 10 steel arrows. Whoa, wait. That only cost me 1 arrowhead, 1 shaft, and... Are you serious? Hold on. Oh, no, okay, I see. I can only make 9 more, so I hit 9. I put 9 in there, and then I hit that. And now I've got 10 more arrows than I had before. Big brain bad indeed. Iron, silver, steel. I've got a decent supply, but I may as well go looking for more. And maybe someone to sell to. I need someone to sell to, actually.
What is it, citizen?
Just pass through the Arboretum. Lovely place.
You have my ear, citizen.
The Arena District. This seems like the market. Jewelry. Swords. There's an inn. Not bad. Not bad at all. Of course, all the shops are likely to be closed at this hour. Spend a little time out in the rain. What a well-dressed gentleman, that one. Eh? For sale. I'm selling a hovel on the waterfront. If you're interested in purchasing this property, you can find me right around the corner in the Office of Imperial Commerce. Venetia Melisea. Exactly. Don't want my scales drying out. Well, that's the Office of Imperial Commerce. Slash and smash. Can't hurt to check.
Herbal Grow Orkel knows you need axes and blunt weapons, big ones, so he makes them and sells them here. Slash and Smash, the big orc weapon shop. Big weapons for big heroes.
Yes, that sounds fine.
If it's broken, I can fix it.
Yeah, I didn't remember talking with this guy at all, but I like his introduction.
May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
That's a very fine array of arrows. Yes, I think you and I are in business, sir. Let's see. Ha! Perfect. How much for the iron arrows? 2 gold a pop. All right. Not unreasonable. Let's get 75 of those.
You're a fine negotiator.
Well, I'm no good with a claymore. I can certainly do away with this. I can't think of much to use this bear pelt for. These gemstones aren't doing anything for me. I suppose I could sell the Blackwater blade. I have better bows than these. I'll keep the steel one, just in case.
Thank you for... Leave me alone.
All right. Don't have to tell me twice. Nothing, sir. You can go back behind here. No, you're just going to make sure I stay within line of sight. Fine enough. Yeah, he did seem very done with that whole exchange. Well, with more than our fair share of arrows now acquired, Edgar's discount spells? Well, now I have to check. Excuse me.
Edgar Vatrine, you don't want the very best. You want cheap. And I got cheap.
Certainly. Tell me about your spells.
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all Cyrodiil.
Some basic absorbs. Nothing I think I can put to use. Bound dagger, that's not too bad. I might be able to put that to use. Some drains. A feather spell. That could come in handy. And I think we'll leave it at that.
Thank you for your patronage. Only quality goods for sale here. What can I interest you in?
Some essentials, nothing particularly impressive. I think we're fine.
Farewell.
Good day.
Let's hear it.
Right. This has been more of a distraction than I quite intended.
Let's hear it. You have my ear, citizen. last to read today's Black Horse Courier. Have a copy of the Black Horse Courier. It's the only way to get the real news. Feature story on the Grey Fox.
Is the Grey Fox all anyone is talking about in this town? Why? Grey Fox, man or myth, is a so-called thieves' guild masterminding all the thefts in the Imperial City. Captain Hieronymus Lex of the Imperial Watch seems to think so. When asked about the Thieves Guild and its mythical leader, the Grey Fox, the captain was quite emphatic. This one man is responsible for all crime in the city. The energetic and tenacious Captain Lex has therefore devoted himself to apprehending this masked menace. There. When questioned on the subject, Adamus Philida, Legion commander and Captain Lex's immediate superior, had the following response. Ridiculous, the Grey Fox is just a fairy tale. There is no such thing as a Thieves Guild, and there never has been. Stories of an unstoppable thief called the Grey Fox have been circulating around the Imperial City for centuries? The stories claim he can turn invisible at will, shrink himself down to the size of a mouse, turn to mist and seep under locked doors, and perform any number of other truly unbelievable feats. If even half of these stories are true, Captain Lex will have his hands full capturing the Grey Fox. I'm not sure I believe any of that. He's sneaky, that one. And that is White Gold Tower. Beautiful place. Nothing I exactly need to know more about than the bare essentials. It's heavily guarded. It seems to be used as the palace around here. And you're not allowed past the second floor. Well, that's all well and good, but I have a delivery to make. From here to Coral is quite a long walk, and likely fraught with danger, knowing my luck. We'll just have to hope none of that danger proves too troubling. This is, after all, a very important delivery we're making. And on behalf of the Emperor of Tamriel himself, I still can hardly believe I'm off on this journey. Skingrad, Kvatch, Anvil. Ah, here we go. Coral. Maybe I should invest in a horse. Maybe. Really? Alright, let's see here. Right. Take those back, thank you. Maybe I should have stocked up on some potions before I left. I suppose a dagger might be handy. Keep that with me just in case.
My ear, citizen.
I'm not giving his ear back. Why in the world would I do that? I'm a thief. I keep what I steal. Oh, what? Run. Run. No, thank you. Okay, if ever there was a time to pray to the gods for help. This is a bad idea. 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 This was a terrible idea. Yes. Yes, it was. Okay. And I didn't save on the run up there.
Yeah.
I need to stop underestimating things. I think that would be really good if I stopped doing that. This is what I get for rolling nothing but heavy armor, heavy melee weapon characters, and then trying to play the sneaky light armored thief with a bow. Can at least save a little time by fast traveling back across the bridge. I need to underestimate things even more. Are you sure? I'm not entirely sold on that idea. You're a scientist. I see. Well, far be it from me to distrust a scientist.
My ear, citizen.
Loop around to max power. Yeah, I'll frigging discover this surprise 7th walking way. Just underestimate everything for so long that eventually nothing actually feels like a threat to me. Right around here was my first encounter. Uh-huh. Oh. Right, they heard that. Oh. Oh, no, you don't. Run from me. Honestly. I believe it was just a little further up this hill that we ran into that bear. Or so I thought. No, it was across here. Okay. Let's see if the bear is still here. I bet it is. That's not a bear. What is that? Is that a bunny? Hold on. Oh. Oh, that's mod added. That's adorable. Alright. Now that's a bear. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it, and it's gonna end terribly for me. But if it doesn't... Watch, I'm gonna whiff this. Yep, okay, bear's coming. Wasting all my silver arrows here. It's not like it's a small target. How am I missing so much? Well, I mean, it's a small-ish target, but it could be smaller is the point I'm trying to get at. Down 2 silver arrows. I think 2.
Your money.
Okay.
Or your life.
Credit where it's due. Guy was actually hiding in a pretty good spot. I'm not paying you 100 gold, dude.
We can play it that way if you like. Yeah! Yeah! This ends here. Yeah! Show me what you've got. Am I supposed to be yeah!
That bandit really was. Give me a second here. I want to see that. I want to see what that was. What's that picture of? Yes, this GIF. Perfect. It's exactly right. Give it an hour's wait. Save here, because I need to make frequent saves. How much trouble I keep getting into. Anything I need to be keeping an eye out for? Everything looks fine so far. Odds are good whatever threats I'm trying to avoid will hear me before I hear them. So I can't rely too much on just visuals. Hear me before I see them, actually, would have been a much better way to put it. Okay, well, fortunately, this is just a farm. With a dog. Nope, that's a cat. It looked like a dog from back here. Don't mind me. I don't know what animal is what. All animal is dogs. Exactly. Show me an animal that is not a dog's. You can't. Well, after considerable trials and tribulations,
how can I help you?
It seems to me I've found my way to Waynon Priory. Let's see. You told me... Tell Joffrey about the amulet. Right. Hello.
Yes? Can I help you?
I'm looking for a man named Joffrey.
He's upstairs. Go ahead.
Thank you. Are you Joffrey?
I'm Brother Joffrey. What do you want?
The Emperor sent me to find you.
Emperor Uriel? Do you know something about his death?
Yes, he gave me this amulet. I think he called it the Amulet of Kings.
You brought me the Amulet of Kings? This cannot be. Let me see it.
Here.
By the Nine! This is the Amulet of Kings. Who are you? How did you get this? What do you know of the Emperor's death?
He made mention of... The marbled jaws of Oblivion told me there was another heir to the throne.
As unlikely as your story sounds, I believe you. Only the strange destiny of Uriel Septim could have brought you to me carrying the Amulet of Kings.
He mentioned the jaws of Oblivion, needing to close them or something to that effect.
His meaning is unclear to me as well. The Emperor seemed to perceive some threat from the demonic world of Oblivion. The Prince of Destruction, Mehrunes Dagon, is one of the Lords of Oblivion. But the mortal world is protected from the Daedra of Oblivion by magical barriers.
Then how can Oblivion threaten us?
I'm not sure. Only the Emperors truly understand the meaning behind the rituals of coronation. The Amulet of Kings is ancient. Saint Alicia herself received it from the gods. It is a holy relic of great power. When an emperor is crowned, he uses the amulet to light the dragon fires at the Temple of the One in the imperial city. With the emperor dead and no new heir crowned, the dragon fires in the temple will be dark for the first time in centuries. It may be that the dragon fires protected us from a threat that only the emperor was aware of.
Right. Listen, the Emperor asked me to find his son? Some unmentioned heir, or...
I am one of the few who know of his existence. Many years ago, I served as captain of Uriel's bodyguards, the Blades.
You
One
Or a
night,
blade.
Uriel called me into his private chambers. A baby boy lay sleeping in a basket. Uriel told me to deliver him somewhere safe. He never told me anything else about the baby, but I knew it was his son. From time to time, he would ask about the child's progress. Now it seems that this illegitimate son is the heir to the Septim throne, if he yet lives.
Where can I find this other heir?
His name is Martin. He serves Akatosh in the chapel in the city of Kvatch, south of here. You must go to Kvatch and find him at once. If the enemy is aware of his existence, as seems likely, he is in terrible danger. And please, let me know if there's anything you need. My resources here are limited, but I will help in any way I can.
Tell me about Martin.
He is a priest in the chapel of Akatosh in Kvatch. He never knew that he was Uriel Septim's son. You need to find him at once and bring him safely back here.
Right. The dragon fires?
The coronation of each new emperor is sealed when he uses the Amulet of Kings to light the dragon fires in the Temple of the One. The dragon fires of Akatosh remain lit until the death of the emperor. His successor then lights them anew upon ascending to the throne.
Sounds
With
like
Emperor
strange...
Uriel dead and no successor crowned, the Temple of the One will be dark for the first time in centuries.
What about the Amulet of Kings? What's the significance of that?
It will be safest here with me. When you return with Martin, we will figure out our next move.
If you're sure. This Mehrunes Dagon person you mentioned.
The Daedra Prince of Destruction, an inveterate foe of all mortal races. He was involved with Jagar Tharn's plot against the Empire years ago. It doesn't surprise me to find his hand in the current calamity.
What sort of assistance are you willing to offer me on this?
I keep a few things here in my chest to resupply traveling blades. Help yourself to whatever you need.
Thank you. Could always use more arrows. Couple of potions, that seems fine. A scroll, never know when I might need one of those. All seems to be in order. Should do just fine. Thank you, Brother Joffrey. I'll see what I can do about that heir. Martin, he said. In the chapel in Kvatch. Take the chest. Oh, that's a longer walk. Much longer. Maybe I should look into getting a horse.
I am Brelis Gawe, and no, we don't sell horses, but we do eat well. The stables are owned by an orc, and you know, orcs and horses.
No, I don't know anything about orcs and horses. You don't sell horses?
Bye.
At the stables. Fine, back to Wayne and Priory, and then to Coral. See if there are stables there that will sell me a horse. Because apparently these ones won't. So dark I can barely see my hand in front of my face. coral, at least. Night vision isn't a thing Argonians have. If I wanted night vision, I would have gone with a Khajiit. I think they have night vision anyway. Feel like they do. Excuse me.
If you're looking to buy a horse, go inside and talk to Bongard.
All right.
Stop talking.
Not entirely polite, these people. Are you Bongond?
I run the North Country Stables. Are you interested in a horse?
Yes, actually, I am.
There are no finer chestnut horses to be found anywhere in Cyrodiil. They are not as hardy as most, but only the black horse is faster.
You want how much for a horse? I don't have that kind of money.
Too bad. You won't find a better chestnut horse anywhere in Cyrodiil.
All right.
Good day.
Guess I'm walking then. Seems like the closest road to where I'm trying to get starts from right around Fort Virtue. That's a bear. That's a bear. And we're running. Just keep running, just keep running. Don't look back. Okay, look back a little bit. Excuse me. Pardon me. You look like a battle mage. Is there anything you can help me with? Like, say, this? Come on. Wow. Watch where you're shooting. Must be a recruit. Oh well. To Skingrad and then Kvatch. Well, at least it's pretty out here. Not a fan of that. Very not a fan of that. You know, this seems like a terrible thing for me to be trying to engage in.
Do your work.
And getting progressively worse by the second. I mean, thanks to the mods I've got installed, it seems like most things are a huge threat. Let's just... Oh. This is the save I made right when the bear started chasing me. Alright. I wish I could have afforded a horse. At least this game has fast travel. I will say that's one nice convenience, is like, once I've been to an area, I'll be able to go back there via fast travel much more quickly and much more easily than otherwise. Yeah, the bears... I remember the bears were always kind of a nightmare for me. I mean, up to a certain point. Obviously, this one can't do a whole lot about ranged weaponry, but... heaven forbid I should ever try and get close to it. Save here. There was a point when I used to play Oblivion where bears were not a problem for me. But I think that might be because I had the difficulty turned down a fair bit, and I was using heavy armor and the most overpowered weapon I could possibly get my hands on. I think that might have been a contributing factor for bears being a non-issue for me. Also, please nobody ask about the trees being weirdly like that. That's the fault of a couple of different mods interacting. The trees would be significantly smaller if not for one of the mods I have installed, and that would probably make them look like they actually fit there better, and also would keep me from... I can't walk 20 feet without getting... Okay, this is a mountain lion. Cool. And it's gaining on me. Okay. Whoa. All right. Well, I guess every animal is a dog until proven otherwise. We did just get through saying that. I just want to get to Skingrad. I've definitely fallen behind schedule on this stream. I was hoping to have made it to Kvatch by now. I got a bit sidetracked with joining the Thieves Guild and then not thieving anything to sell to the guild because the only person that will take anything from me is all the way up in Bruma. That is how the Elder Scrolls games are, you're right. I just want to keep things interesting for folks, that's all. Okay. The mountain lion has been replaced by a couple of hopping dogs. That's fine. It seems to me like every time a wild animal kills me and I reload the save, the game apologizes to me with rabbits. And I gotta admit, good way to apologize. Just an arch? Okay, that's a fucking troll. Really? There's just a troll out here? I don't think I'm gonna be able to deal with this. Especially now. Alright, I was wrong, but only because I have a silver longsword. Let's go around the imps. Because I'm really not in the mood to... Chest? Alright, sure, why not? I don't know why that was out there. Won't catch me complaining. Heather. Like I was going to say, I'm not exactly in the mood to deal with 3 or 4 imps on my way over to Skingrad. Alright, that should be... Nope, that's not enough distance, really. There's more imps. Are you sure you didn't mean it like that, Heather? Because knowing your track record... I'm just teasing. Why are there so many? There's just 3 more. I have to go, like, completely around this road just to make sure these imps don't get me. What? It's not a secret imp meeting. Clearly it's not secret. And I'm being attacked by something. What is it now? Mountain lion? Grizzly bear? Another troll? Mountain lion. Fuck me. It's a mini boss. Ugh. Whoa. Why? Just why? Was this before or after the troll? Okay. You know what? Nuts, a wolf. Every single time I think I have a plan in mind for how to deal with what's attacking me, there's another variable to account for. This is why I prefer heavy armor characters. Nothing can hurt me if I'm in full steel plate. Except, I guess, any enemy that knows how to deal with full steel plate, which is going to be most things later on, assuming I get to high enough levels where I'm expected to be using Ebony or Daedric. Okay, that's a wolf. Keep my distance from the wolf. Go back on the road, maybe? If I'm lucky? This is just going to lead me right to the imps, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. You know what? Let's take care of the imps, because that's the safest way to deal with these problems. Okay, I can one-shot them. Not that one, though. That one's just gonna come right for me. Or not. There's probably a third one somewhere around here. Gray Rock Cave. I guess let's just go digging through the underbrush for that other one that I killed. There they are. I don't get my arrow back. That's fine. There's the third one. Okay, how much trouble am I going to be in for approaching this Ayleid well? That's a brown bear. That's the worst kind of bear. New theory. Go around it. Can I do that? Can I Elder Scrolls my way up these rocks? Yes. Come on. Come on. Almost. That sounds right. That sounds appropriate. because grizzly bears in this game are a nightmare, especially when I'm low level in the game. One of the mods that I've got specifically is removing leveled lists to a degree, which is why I've got a grizzly bear on the road when I shouldn't be dealing with those until I'm somewhere in the vicinity of level 25. Are we good? Am I around the bear now? There's a farm. There's a fort. There's a dead deer. I wonder what could have done... Oh, it's a mountain lion. It's a dead mountain lion. Even better. That's great news for me. Okay. I'm at least coming up on Skingrad here. Oh, it could have just been this guy that took care of the mountain lion. I hope. Derelict mine. Seems to be goblin occupied. Just bring this back up here. Burned down house. Anything cool in the burned down house? Nope. Guess I would have been more surprised if there was something cool in it. Proceed.
This is a holdup.
Are you kidding me?
Hand it over or die.
I'm not giving you any money.
Easily done.
Okay, that's enchanted. He's got an enchanted weapon. All right.
You fall down
Got it.
and bleed to death.
Actually,
What did you do that for?
what do you mean what do you mean what did I do that for? Did I hit you through the guy I was shooting at, sir? Whatever.
Speak.
Nolene is fleeing. Why is Nolene fleeing? That would be why Nolene is fleeing. Okay. It's 2 goblins. It's 3 goblins. Steel arrows. There's still someone shooting at me. Ah. There's still someone? Ah, here we go. Alright. That was an event. And another thing attacks me immediately. Oh, it's just more goblins. Why are there so many goblins here? Okay. Thank you, a random NPC who happens to be in the area, for taking care of this problem. Thank you. I'm going back the way I came. Around this bend, then south. The map is not entirely... yeah, the mod that I've got that's increasing the size of foliage is causing some vision problems, just a few, but only in this area, so right now we're fine at least. If it gets to be a big enough issue, I don't think it replaces models. I think it just makes some changes to the model size, so I should be okay to deactivate it. Maybe, hopefully. I'm going to assume I am, and that's probably going to run me into trouble. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose. Oh, this is a long walk.
Speak.
I guess to be fair, long walks were an issue in Morrowind too. So this isn't exactly anything new in that regard. Have to travel through Skingrad to get to where I'm going. That's fine. I like Skingrad. This place is fancy. While I'm in the area, I may as well sell that axe that I got.
Tidings, citizen.
Part of me says I should hold on to it, but I'm not really an axe person, so... Really? Alright. Oh, all the stores are closed. Alright. Oh, Colt, that joke is such a stretch. It's a good stretch, but it's a stretch. What the?
Over here.
Oh, Christ, this guy.
We can't talk here. Too public. Meet me behind the great chapel at midnight. Don't let anyone follow you. I'll make it worth your while.
I'm just...
Welcome to Colovium Traders, Skingrad's finest selection of general merchandise. I'm Gunder. Just let me know what you want. May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Good supply of arrows. A backpack. Don't I have a backpack? How do I not have a backpack? I could have sworn I picked one up. Probably died after picking it up. Alright, well, let's get rid of my bear pelts first off, because I'm not exactly doing anything with those. This lion pelt's gotta go. I'm not doing anything with the sapphire. Right, the battle axe. Oh, it's two-handed anyway, so even if I did like the sound of the enchantment, it's not really my thing.
Thank you for your patronage.
Sure.
Good day.
Yeah.
Well met.
I don't know why I'm so tired right now. My eyes are, like, burning. I got perfectly decent sleep. And I don't think it's the music. I was going to suggest maybe it's just the lack of things happening right now, but clearly I've got a few more things happening than I care to have happening. All right, but we did make it through Skingrad, which is good. I say through as if there's some hazard there, and there's not. We made it to Skingrad, which is a good checkpoint. All we have left is the rest of the trip to Kvatch. God, that's a long road. I would love to have a horse right now. But I wouldn't 2,500 gold love it. I guess I could steal a horse if I was feeling stupid. Alien well, may as well grab that. Any landmark we can find that says you found this location is a handy little fast travel point for later. That's the bandits that live in those camps, or that camp, isn't it? Yep. You don't want to do this. I told you, you didn't want to do this. You didn't listen to me. Whose fault is that? That's two other trolls. Okay, steer clear of that. Steer very clear of that. Steer as clear of that as I can. Pretty waterfall. Very pretty waterfall. Wow. Oh, okay, that's like past the map's edge. Which I'm fine to go to, because one of the mods that I've got deactivates the barriers around the map. Just need to, you know, make sure I don't stray too far in any one direction, because they've really only charted out the land so far. I'm hopefully far enough away from those trolls at this point. Okay, that person is probably going to kill me, right? Or try to. Right, I'm going to get close and they're going to aggro.
Here will not be tolerated.
Yep, okay. No, come on, come back. I'm cool. Did you just try to touch spell me, dude? Come on. No, I'm fine. Come on. Ow. Don't appreciate that. Really don't appreciate that. If I didn't know better, I'd think this guy's AI was telling him specifically, go hide in the shrubs. Good lord. That's a lot of damage.
What is it, citizen? Speak.
Just a couple of Imperial Legion recruits standing on the road, I guess. Oh, what is this? A bandit encampment. Being raided? Ah! I see. They were just keeping an eye out for their friends, I suppose. Won't say no to more silver arrows. A few more arrow shafts never hurt anybody. Let's see. Excellent.
You have my ear, citizen.
No, nothing important there. Or at least nothing valuable. Those trees don't look healthy. Foreboding is a word that springs to mind. Speaking of foreboding. Yep. And it crashed. Alright. Had to happen at some point. Easy enough to remedy, just boot it back up. Load from here. Yeah, the mountain lion crashed too. Wait for it to load. There's really just a whole mountain outside the bounds of the map, huh? Just for the sake of giving you something to look at from here. Honestly, I love it. No, that really doesn't look healthy. Something is wrong. This is Kvatch? Impressive. Dwarven arrows. Yeah, welcome to my world. I have thought for the longest time that Oblivion was overall just a better game than Skyrim. Okay. That said, with mods added, it is considerably harder than I would like it to be. Right, yeah. That one's gonna attack me. Nice hit. Much more solid. Silver arrow. Ooh, hello, enchanted boots. Resist shock is maybe not the most exciting thing in the world, but I'll take it. I will say, the glitches that folks tend to report with Bethesda games generally are not things I've ever noticed playing them, but Oblivion has its fair share of odd quirks too, from my understanding. I've seen gameplay footage of Oblivion unmodded, and it's got its moments. There was one guy being followed around by an NPC that was supposed to be a ghost, but wasn't, for one thing, and then every time they were talking to the guy, he would suddenly just fly off into space. And then a copy of him would respawn nearby. There's weird stuff in this game. It does not escape the Bethesda bug, what's the word I guess I'd fill in here? Cycle? Doesn't seem like quite the right term. You get my point. There's still some weird glitches in Oblivion. Skyrim, I think, has the more... Like, it has more space for weird glitches because it's built on the same engine as Oblivion, and it's kind of starting to show its strain. I think it actually is built all the way on the same engine as Morrowind, even. Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim. Okay, probably don't want to get that guy's attention. He looks big. Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim, to my knowledge, are all built on the same engine, and the longer they use it, the more age it starts to show. Fortunately, it looks like they're going to be making a different engine for their next game, which is Star something or other, Starfield, I think it's called. And that's the same engine they're going to be using for Elder Scrolls 6. So that at least is good. That's a wolf. Okay. How did I miss that shot? Oh, it's a timber wolf. Great. We don't like timber wolves. Timber wolves are hard mode wolves. No, the stink cloud was because it was enchanted. Again, one of the mods I have adds sort of mini bosses, for lack of a better term. I don't know exactly what the enchantments do, what buffs they provide the enemies I'm facing, but it does make them a little bit tougher than normal. I'll take your word for it on that. I don't remember those too clearly. Excuse me. Well, here's the path to Kvatch. Yeah, it might be something to that effect, yeah. That's a sizable camp. Why would there be a camp right outside a city?
Kvatch is finished. There's nothing left.
What?
What do you want?
Have you seen someone by the name of Martin around here?
You mean the priest? I don't think he made it out of the city. Very few of us did. But Savly and Mattias might know more. He's in charge of the city guard that are defending the camp.
What do you mean? Tell me about Savly and Mattias, please.
You'll find him at the barricade at the top of the road. He's still trying to hold what's left of the guard together.
What's left of the...
Enough talk.
What happened here?
I'm just lucky to be alive.
I'm just...
Come on! Run while there's still time! The guard still holds the road, but it's only a matter of time before they're overwhelmed.
Run from what?
God's blood. You don't know, do you?
No.
Daedra overran Kvatch last night.
What?
There were glowing portals outside the walls, gates to Oblivion itself. There was a huge creature, something out of a nightmare, came right over the walls, blasting fire that swarmed around it, killing.
The whole city. I mean, it's a city. It can't just be gone.
Go and see for yourself. Kvatch is a smoking ruin. We're all that's left. Do you understand me? Everyone else is dead.
How did you escape?
It was Savli and Matthias. Some of the other guards helped some of us escape. They cut their way out, right through the city gates. Savlian says they can hold the road. No, I don't believe him. Nothing can stop them. If you'd seen it, you'd know. I'm getting out of here before it's too late. They'll be here any minute, I'm telling you. Run when you can.
Well, maybe it's not so bad. No one else seems to be in quite that state of distress. What is happening to the sky? Savli and Matthias?
Stand back, civilian. This is no place for you. Get back to the encampment at once.
What happened here?
We lost the damn city. That's what happened! It was too much. Too fast. We were overwhelmed. Couldn't even get everyone out. There are still people trapped in there. Some made it to the chapel, but others were just run down in the streets. The Count and his men are still holed up in the castle. And now we can't even get back into the city to help them, with that damned Oblivion gate blocking the way.
So what will you do now?
The only thing we can do. We'll try to hold our ground, that's what. If we can't hold this barricade, those beasts could march right down and overrun the encampment. I have to try and protect the few civilians that are left. It's all I can do now.
I'm looking for a man named Martin. Have you...
You mean the priest? Last I saw him, he was leading a group towards the chapel of Akatosh.
In the city.
Lucky, he's trapped in there with the rest of them, at least safe for the moment. If he's not...
The gate...
Some kind of portal to Oblivion. The enemy used them to attack the city. They appeared outside the walls, and Daedra poured out. They've opened one right in front of the city gates. Until that gate is closed, the best I can do is try to hold these barricades.
I want to help.
You want to help? You're kidding, right? If you're serious, maybe I can put you to use. It'll likely mean your death, though. Are you sure?
What other choice do I have?
I
don't know how to close this gate, but it must be possible, because the enemy closed the ones they opened during the initial attack. You can see the marks on the ground where they were, with the great gate right in the middle. I sent men into the gate to see if they could find a way to shut it. They haven't come back. If you can get in there, find out what happened to them. If they're alive, help them finish the job. If not, see what you can do on your own. The best I can say is good luck. If you make it back alive, we'll be waiting for you. Good luck. It's a brave thing you're doing.
Brave's a word for it.
Thank the Nine. I never thought I'd see another friendly face. The others... taken. They were taken to the tower.
It's all right. What's going on?
Captain Mattias sent us in to try and close the gate. We were ambushed, trapped, and picked off. I managed to escape, but the others are strewn across that bridge. They took Menion off to the big tower. You've got to save him. I'm getting out of here.
Fine. Captain Mattias needs your help.
The captain is still holding the barricade? I figured I was the last one left alive. All right. I'll try to get out of here and let the captain know what's going on.
Just leaves me. And... this. Oblivion, they said. Like this. Oh yeah, no. Oblivion is an actual location. It's not just an arbitrary name they threw into the title. There's actually a lot more planes of Oblivion than just this one, and they all look vastly different, but this one is referred to as Oblivion for convenience's sake because it's the only one we really see here. Oh boy. Please, just one. Too little, too late. All right. Interesting. Can't say I'm particularly enthused about the prospect of ripping the hearts out of my enemies. Gods. my sibling is watching over my shoulder and says that they agree with you on that, Colt, and say that corpse behavior in Oblivion is kind of fun. Good start. Did you cast a healing spell at the other guy? That's impressive. Oh. It's not completely irretrievable. Maybe if I just... Okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Ah. Ow. Okay, so the plants here are trying to kill me. And so are most of the animals, such as it is. And there's just lava, no water. Fires everywhere. Can't say it's my favorite place in the world. What exactly? That one looks bigger. Okay. See why the guards had so much trouble. Entirely too many unfriendly faces around here. And just growing worse by the minute. Let's see if this does anything for me. Headshots are not a thing, no. Those are also not a thing. So you get me up here. They don't seem particularly good at climbing. It's a small mercy. Acrobatics increases your jump height and decreases falling damage taken. At certain intervals, it will also, for instance, at interval 100, once you've reached your cap, it makes it so you can jump across the surface of water. So far, so... I wouldn't say... Okay. Whatever those are, they seem to activate when I'm in close proximity to one, so... just stay out of harm's way. Like that. Okay, they're explosive. What? What now? Another one. Interesting. Very interesting. Why are there so many creatures around here? Yeah, this environment is difficult. Okay. Fine. Only so many arrows I can scrounge. They said he'd been taken into the tower. Here. That makes me feel healthier. Don't think I can't see you up there. not too unmanageable. They're carrying arrows because I'm shooting arrows into them. Yeah. It's a 50-50 shot. Every arrow you hit a target with will still be on their body when they die. Oh, come on. Come on, then. Whoa. May want to keep a couple of these with me. Cannot get a triple arrow bow, no. That's unpleasant. Terribly unpleasant. Where'd I find a key for this? Thank goodness. Then, if not on those, maybe... Aha.
In the cage!
Wonder.
Over here! Quickly! Over here! Quickly!
Coming. How do I open this?
Quickly, quickly, there's no time. You must get to the top of the large tower. The sigil keep, they call it. That's what keeps the Oblivion gate open. Find the sigil stone. Remove it and the gate will close. Hurry! The keeper has the key. You must get the key.
I have it. Is there nothing I can do for him? No control device up here. I'll try further down. There's nothing down there. Wait. There's nothing in here I can use to open his cage. There's nothing to be done. I can at least... Yeah, the folks that call this plane of Oblivion home are destructive and terrible, is how I would most gently put it. Destructive and terrible and cruel. Interesting. Good question. We don't get a definitive answer on what the fuck these are. But they are moving still. Yeah, you and me both. Nothing about this place is good or safe for mortals, or pleasant to look at. Which is appropriate, because the formal name of this realm of Oblivion is the Deadlands. Death traps around every corner, corpse smashers, people kept in cages and hung from rafters. Death traps, case in point. I mean, the tower is called the Blood Feast. It's not exactly an inviting locale. not get through those? Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it just doesn't happen. Probably like enemies are supposed to have detected me already, sort of deal. Oh, that's way more damage than I want to be taking. And way more damage than they want to be taking. Thank goodness. Another one of these things. Try not to think about what they're making the bag out of. It would be some small mercy to whoever is trapped in here if whatever methods they have to keep these portals open upon collapse detonate violently, but I don't suppose that's likely. Would that I had C4 to lay. That platform must be... Oh. That platform must be... Something's up there. That's exactly what I was doing, yes. Sir? If ever there was a good time to bust out the silver arrows, it would be right about now, especially considering how much damage you can just do to me. Okay. Okay. Alright, not the worst thing in the world. I mean, repulsive, certainly, but... I suppose I could have asked for worse encounters than these. I leave behind. I don't need this bow anymore. Or this one, I suppose. Well, wait. No, that one doesn't weigh nearly as much as this one does. Better to leave it behind. Yeah. Well, what is this? Okay. That's probably fine. It's gone. Savlian.
Close the gate. I knew you could do it. This is our chance to launch a counterattack. I need you to come with us. You've got far more combat experience than these men. Are you able to join us now? I can wait, but not for long. We've got to move quickly before they have a chance to barricade the city gate.
I'm not ready quite yet.
The longer we wait, the smaller our window of opportunity. Get ready and do it quickly. We've got to move soon.
I will.
This is our best chance to rescue the survivors from the chapel.
Okay. Someone down there has to have a bed I can use. Just a minute to rest. That's all I need. Seeing as we're currently 14 minutes over time, I feel obliged to point out that when I say just a minute to rest, that's all I need. What I really mean is this seems like the best stopping point we're going to have until after the siege of Kvatch is over. So if you'll permit me to... I should save before doing this just in case it crashes things. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, more satisfying. It is as though you had suddenly developed keen senses and instincts. Let's go with agility. Endurance. I feel like I need a health pickup right about now. Health pickup? Boost. And... I mean, this governs light armor effectiveness, so speed. Let's head back up the hill. Save right next to Savlian Mattius. How much more health do I have? 76, okay. I think it was, what, 65 before I did that? So, about 5 points of extra health for every point I put into endurance. I'll take that. There's no 24-hour Xenoblade Chronicles lore stream happening. Not to say that that's not an enticing idea, but I can't do a 24-hour stream. I've got things to do on my end. Right. So, we'll save here. And call that the session. My background not showing up? What's going on here? Okay, that's weird. My background is just not showing up, but that's fine. Okay, the background is increasingly... My background's source is empty, so... Don't know when that happened. Let's see. Which one was I using? That one. That open. Apologies for all of this. We're almost done. Fit to screen. There we go. Okay. So, that's all the time we have for this stream and then some, folks. Thank you all very much for attending. My next stream is going to be February 25th. That's this coming Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific. I'm looking forward to seeing who shows up. Before we go, have some links. First is the stream archive on YouTube. That's Strawbunny Slime Stream Archive, Strawbunny Slime all one word or go here. Second, those looking for a community to join while staying up to date on when streams go live will want to follow this Discord link. If Discord isn't your style but you still want to know when we're going live, we have a Twitter too at Strawbunny Slime right there. Third and finally, for $4.99 a month, you can help support the channel and get yourself a few snazzy emotes in the process. You can see them on the screen right there. I'm going to be adding one new one as soon as the stream is over. I already previewed it on the stream itself. If a sub is too much to ask, you might consider donating. The button is on my About page right here on Twitch. Got through that pretty quick. That'll do it for this stream. Thank you all again for attending. Hope to see you at the next one. Once again, that's Friday, February 25th at 2 p.m. Pacific. Until then, I'm Strawbunny Slime. This has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. Thank you all for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.